You're watching WMAR 2 News.
I'm Megan Knight with your WMAR 2 News update. Local foster children will no longer be placed in hotels or other unlicensed homes. This is a decision by the Maryland Department of Human Services, all in response to the death of 16-year-old Kanaya Ward. An autopsy found that she overdosed on Benadryl and was living in a hotel room despite previous attempts to harm herself. There are currently 6 foster kids still in hotels. They must be moved to appropriate housing by November 24th. Now, if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts or just needs to talk, you can call or text 988 or go to 988lifeline.org. Services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A Baltimore City Council member is calling for hearings about AI-enhanced cameras in schools after a student at Kenwood High School in Baltimore County was handcuffed and searched when one of those cameras mistakenly identified a bag of chips for a gun. The county uses OmniAlert for their AI cameras. Baltimore City uses a similar program from the company Evolve. Councilmember Mark Conway says he sees similar flaws with Evolve, citing a Federal Trade Commission lawsuit against the company, which claimed that Evolve exaggerated how well its AI program can tell the difference between weapons and personal items. Evolve settled that lawsuit without admitting any wrongdoing. Well, today, Mayor Brandon Scott is announcing more than $4.5 million for federal workers impacted by the shutdown, including funds for food, childcare, and rent help. This comes as the USDA announced funding for SNAP benefits will run out by Saturday if this shutdown continues. The White House says it would not use contingency funding to keep it going, nor would states be reimbursed if they used their own money. Here in Maryland, the governor's office says about 680,000 people, including 270,000 children, use SNAP benefits.
Temperatures today are going to be a little bit below average, so it is truly going to feel very fall-like. I would wear the extra layer if you are planning on heading out to the apple orchards today to pick some delicious apples with the family. Temps will be climbing into the mid and upper 50s today, and then we fall into the lower 50s by 7 o'clock under partly cloudy skies. But those clouds are going to thicken up heading into the day tomorrow. Rain chances will ramp up as well, especially towards the second half of your Wednesday. And then dealing with a very soggy Thursday on tap with moderate to heavy periods of rain as a disturbance approaches the mid-Atlantic region. So it is going to likely bring some beneficial rain. Don't be surprised if you hear a few rumbles of thunder. But then look at this. We look a lot drier for Friday, just in time for the trick-or-treaters. It is going to be feeling very gusty as well later this week. So Thursday, wind gusts could be up to about 30 to 35, possibly even higher than that on Friday. Up to 40 mile per hour wind gusts could be felt, a high of 60 degrees, and then we drop into the 40s overnight. So the kids will likely want that extra layer on over or under their costume. Breezy winds on Saturday. Don't forget to turn the clocks back 1 hour before heading to bed Saturday evening. Megan?
All right, Stevie, thank you. And you'll find the latest on the top stories of the day by going to WMAR2news.com. And for your news and weather while you're on the go, be sure to download our app. Thanks for watching. I'm Megan Knight.